Well, hello to you both again. For all of those listening in, hopefully they'll edit all the beginning parts. My name is Drew Johnson. I am our Director of Business Development here over here at Everflow. I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I've been in the affiliate performance agency space for, I think, around 10 plus years now. I'll be moderating between or with this lovely agency that is Affiliate Moguls. I'll let you both say your title and I'll just start rapid questioning after that.
Yeah, I'll start off. So I'm Ryan Alarid. Right next to me, below me, above me, I don't know where on the screen, is Meghan Damico. We started Affiliate Moguls a week, 2 weeks before the lockdown. And
nice.
Yeah, we found a need in the industry on affiliate programs that need to be scaled or even built, and even affiliate managers who there was a lack of affiliate managers. So we knew, hey, let's train newbies in the industry and teach them the A players. And that proved to be really, really, really successful. And some of the top affiliate managers in the industry right now are our trainees, which is really awesome. Meg and I were in New York not too long ago, and we were at a happy hour at a conference, and we just both stopped and looked around the room, and we realized like all these really big time affiliate managers, like they're all our students and they're all doing bigger and better things. And we just got we're very humbled and so proud.
Like proud parents.
Yeah, we're very proud parents because they're just doing such great stuff. Both Meg and I, we don't really have titles. We just call ourselves co-founders. I'm sure if there was a title, we'd be what, Megan? Like janitor, coffee maker,
chief affiliate coach.
Yeah, chief affiliate coach.
Classic titles.
Yeah.
And then I guess before, how did you guys get started in the industry? Where were your beginnings in either affiliate or marketing?
Megan, I'll give you that. You start and I'll go after you.
Yeah, so I have a really unique story. I was looking to move to Baltimore, Maryland for personal reasons and started Googling different companies that are based in Baltimore. This was pre-remote work, and I stumbled across the Agora companies that are based here in Baltimore, Maryland on Indeed.com, and I got the job. I don't know anyone who has ever gotten a job on Indeed.com but me.
I can actually, to just jump in, I got my first job at a company called Leadnomics. Also, I believe either off of Craigslist or Indeed.com. So
Craigslist,
definitely right there with you. Yeah, I was in the trenches at the time, but sorry, continue.
Yeah. Indeed and Craigslist success stories. I love it. So I worked at the Agora companies for 6 years. I started off as an email media buyer, worked my way into the affiliate space, and that's where I met Ryan. And together we helped grow Agora Financial's affiliate program. So that was like a really great kind of crossroads for me in terms of opportunity and hard work, because at that point, Agora Financial was growing. I think in 4 or 5 years, they grew from 50 million to 350 million. So I was very fortunate to work my way up within that company from a junior marketer to a marketing director in just 2.5 years, and was the marketing director for one of the financial companies called Paradigm Press, which grew to 100 million its first year. So I've seen extreme growth. I've been a part of a lot. I've worked with a ton of really cool gurus like James Altucher, Tim Sykes, Rich Dad, some really cool folks, George Gilder. And my background is really, I love working on the affiliate side. I get excited and passionate about coaching people on affiliate marketing and email acquisition. And I'm excited to be here today to talk about really like the pillars that make up a successful email program.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I got my start literally in a guy's garage. I graduated college. I was a server and a bartender, and literally nobody would hire me. Like I couldn't get your typical 9-to-5 job to save my life. Finally, this guy who had online business at the time. Well, he had an idea for an online business that I'll hire you. My office is the garage. So I was like, cool, let's go. And he was in the online sports betting information vertical, which this was 2000. I don't want to say the year, but it was early on. And sports betting at the time was a very gray area. It wasn't legal, it wasn't illegal. But sports betting information is like how to pick the best picks, right? Who's going to win the game, right? The handicappers. And I learned a lot because at the time in emails, you couldn't say bet, wager, like every keyword you couldn't say. And it made me become very out the box thinker and very creative. And that's really where I learned so much in that industry. And it's a fun industry. It's a really, really crazy industry, but so much fun. That's where I got my start. And that's where I found my passion. From there, I went into the health vertical, and even dabbed in the survival prepper vertical for a while, which are all cool verticals. Like you get to play with all kinds of, in the prepper space, like there's literally in my desk now, it's from one of my clients, like it's a flashlight, but it's also a stun gun. Like, oh. How many verticals do you get to play with a flashlight that's a stun gun? Anyway, I learned really on that I became an affiliate manager. I loved being an affiliate manager. I loved making those relationships, scaling a business, and being really a revenue driver for that business. And after a while, people started saying, hey, can you teach my affiliate manager this? Can you do this? And I'd do it for free. Here's an hour there or a week here. And after a while, I was like, wait, I bet you I can make money doing this. And I really found my passion for mentoring, teaching, and coaching, and seeing those young kids like grow up and like blossom and do their own thing. And it's like just so rewarding. And obviously teamed up with Meghan, and the rest is history.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, definitely always more rewarding to pass on what you know to somebody else. And then to your guys' earlier story, look at the room and say, good job, guys, but also I did this. This is what we put together. So great to hear. Final of the short questions, and before we jump in a little bit of longer form pillar stuff, what is an initiative that you guys have been working on the past couple of weeks in particular that you would want to focus on that's been important to you guys? Yeah,
so we've been focusing, especially recently, on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'll drop in the chat, Ryan, for a whopping, again, 2 attendees and anyone else.
Yeah. Oh, they actually they're not able to chat it back to us. Oh. So they weren't ignoring us. It just wasn't as a fun fact.
Yeah. Right now we're focusing on our YouTube channel, really try to give free value-added content. Meg and I really enjoy mentoring people. And a lot of what we do is mentoring people one-on-one. We also have a course, but we want to say, how can we reach more people with just good value, good knowledge? So we started our YouTube channel. We try to keep all of our videos 10 minutes or less. Even some of them are 3 or 4 minutes. And we're really focused on YouTube to try to build that organic knowledge. And I think at last check, we had maybe 32 subscribers. So I know it's like lighting the internet on fire right now. But
taking up a lot of bandwidth.
That's right. We do videos every single week, and we just enjoy doing them. Full disclosure, Meg and I, though we can teach and build some of the biggest, best affiliate programs in the industry, we don't know that much about YouTube. So we're learning as we go. We're trying to do the best we can. But again, shout out, shameless plug, follow us on YouTube, Affiliate Moguls.
Awesome.
Or check it out. Check it out. We don't sell anything. It's just straight value.
Cool. No, we'll definitely circulate that internally. Yeah. I know we've been working with you guys a lot to come up with, beginning documentation for anyone just getting started. So I'm sure we'll implement that into whatever we're doing. But great. I guess jumping into kind of the main body of everything that we were here to talk about is what are the pillars of a successful affiliate program? You guys, I'll let you kind of describe a little bit for everybody what it is that you guys do and focus on in its entirety. And then we can kind of go into the questions that go along with that. So I guess just to start, what it is that you guys do all together, what you focus on specifically when it comes into that pillars of a successful affiliate program, and then probably just jump right into saying what those pillars are.
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, we get that question all the time, Meg and I separately. That's why we really started Affiliate Moguls, because people wanted to either build a program or scale their program. And that's really what we do. So we will take a program. If you don't have a program, maybe you're a big Amazon, a big influencer, or a big e-com and don't have an affiliate program, we work with you to really put all the pieces in place to create that program. Or maybe you're a big company, you're a $30 million a year company, and your affiliate program it's leveled off, or maybe even going down a little bit. We go in and help you scale it and take it to the next level. And we also train new affiliate managers. That's one of the things we also love to do. So that's pretty much in a high level of what Affiliate Moguls does. But really, if you're jumping into the pillars, starting with the very foundation of an affiliate program, like what do you need to create an affiliate program? And number one, the easiest answer, a high converting product or service, right? And the thing is, what constitutes high converting is it sells well organically. What we mean by that is in the marketplace, there's people selling it organically. Like if you do a search, there's other people. Like you're not trying to educate them on what this product is. It's already selling organically. There's other people selling it. It's a proof of concept is there. So number one, you need a product or service that sells organically and really is proven in the industry. Now, I'm not saying you can't do like a unique product, but really, if you're starting out, let's play it safe.
If I can jump in there, what would be like for people at home that have no concept of what a proven, let's say, offer would be? What would be some examples of some, or what would be like just the base, I would say, level that somebody needs to have an offer that you would consider proven?
Yeah. So first off, we like to say, again, if we're going all the way back to, hey, I don't know what my product is, right? Don't just go with, hey, weight loss is really big and this turmeric is really good because it's selling organically, which it is. Like if you search weight loss or turmeric, it's very popular and maybe that's a good way to go. But really you want to start off with something, if you're the business owner, you're personally interested in. If it's weight loss, great. If it's survival or prepper, great. If it's financial, great. Do whatever you're personally invested in and personally like, because you're going to have more passion for it and you're going to create better copy. You're going to create better marketing. You're just going to have a better product. But really, so really find out what you truly like as a person and then search from there.
Cool. And then off of that, what would you say, because one of the questions we have is what would be the most common mistakes that people have with programs? It sounds like one of the main mistakes that they have is not I would say, being involved in what they're doing because maybe they don't like it. But something besides that, are there any other common mistakes that you see that a lot of people do or make when they're starting these affiliate offers and programs?
Yeah, I'll start off with a couple, and Meghan will probably have a few others that I'm not thinking of or add to. Number one is give up too quickly. Okay. A lot of times their offer may not convert to email traffic, like email affiliates right away, but it's converting well enough, but it's not like a home run from day one, and they give up too quickly. Easy as that. Number two, what I see a lot is the owner of the company, say you have a really good offer, it's converting, it's scaling, but the offer owner is doing everything. They're literally the affiliate manager and the copywriter and the visionary. If they're doing too much, they're going to scale it to a point, but they're never going to get past that. So really it's up to that owner to step back and say, all right, it's now the time for an affiliate manager. It's now the time for customer service. It's now the time for
and basically realize that those too many hats are holding them back from getting to that next level.
Exactly. And we see that a lot. Meghan, do you have anything else, any mistakes?
Yeah, I can add to that. So I cannot stress enough the importance of a converting offer. We work with a ton of clients who come to us, potential clients that come to us and say, yeah, I have a high converting offer, and then tell us, we're promoting it on Facebook and we get like 3 orders a month. Like nobody wants to say that their baby is ugly. So we really have to dial into, is this an offer that people actually want to purchase? So I just want to stress that one more time. And then the other big mistakes that I see is putting the wrong jockey on the wrong horse, so to speak. And what I mean by that is putting an affiliate manager in a position where they might be a good employee, but they're never really going to proactively succeed in that role. A couple of clients have come to us in the past and been like, we think our affiliate manager is doing well, but our program has plateaued. Can you come in and do an audit? And then we learn that, well, it's not really an offer situation. It's just that you have the wrong jockey on the wrong horse. So what we look for when we do work with clients who are looking to hire a new affiliate manager is we really look for the characteristics that would make up a really, really good A+ affiliate manager. And I like to see that as 2 sides to the same coin. So on the one side, you want to work with somebody who's super fun, outgoing, isn't afraid to network with people in a room, a conference or a room full of people they don't know. But on the flip side, they have to be really detail oriented, very organized. They have to understand relationships at a deep level. And I don't know about you, but I certainly can't remember everyone I've ever met in our industry. So I have to be super organized with, when did we last meet? What did we talk about? Where are they from? What do they have a family? If they do, where do they go on vacation? Like all of these other things that help me really cultivate that relationship and take it to the next level. If you have an affiliate manager who doesn't represent all of this, that's a huge mistake. And they might be a good employee, but maybe you need to push them into another role where they would be more successful. And then the last thing that we notice a lot is business owners that aren't giving their affiliate managers the right tools to be successful. So a couple of examples of what I mean by that is maybe you're an affiliate manager and you work with a brand that doesn't allow reciprocal deals. And Ryan will talk about reciprocal deals later. I'm sure we'll have a question about that. But that's all well and good, but that provides a challenge as an affiliate manager if you can't reciprocate. And what we mean by that is provide traffic for that partner in return. And so what does that business manager or that business owner allow you to do as an affiliate manager? What buttons can you push and levers can you pull to really motivate people to give you traffic? So for example, maybe you can provide a higher allowable CPA or rev share commission for an affiliate, or pay them out faster, or give them 4 or 5 intros for free, or what kind of value adds can you do as an affiliate manager if you have a hurdle like not being able to provide reciprocal deals? Or what if this business owner doesn't realize that affiliate managers constantly need new copy? That's a huge mistake we see as well, is having these resources available for affiliate managers to set them up for success.
Gotcha. So basically, a lot of it is on the tools for that person you have in place and making sure you're getting that right person in place in the first place. So, one of the questions we have that kind of ties into that. So let's say that you have that right person, you have that, whatever level of rock star you end up getting from you guys, that is both the charisma and the ability to be detail oriented. What is some base level that if you had somebody talking to you right now, jumped on you by surprise and asked, what are some like basic structuring pointers you would give somebody to make their program competitive? What's something that you would probably recommend to them as just like a base level about their program, about their offer?
Yeah. About being competitive is, first off, the easiest answer is high payouts, high conversion rates, right? But the reality is not every offer has the highest payout or the highest conversion rate. So how do you be competitive when you don't have that, right? Because that's just the reality of it. And what we tell people is like, hey, if you have just an average converting offer and you have average converting payouts, or maybe even slightly lower, you have to level up your service. You have to have faster payouts. Because again, it's not just the payouts, but the timeliness of them. Have fast and reliable payouts. If someone else is paying out once a month, why don't you pay every other week or every week? If you can do that. Faster payouts, even if it's a little bit less, will attract affiliates, especially if they're media buying affiliates.
So for everyone that's listening, just to confirm, you are saying that if you don't have, let's say, the margin to pay that competitive amount of price that maybe some other people are, if you up it to paying at a faster rate, you can still be competitive in those markets.
Yes, absolutely. And awesome. Also level up your service and your communication. And part of that is be proactive. So maybe someone promotes your offer. Instead of waiting for them to ask, hey, how did it do? Get stats, or have them log into Everflow and see their stats. You actually proactively reach out to them, say, hey, you emailed 4 days ago, 5 days ago. This is the stats of the number of clicks, number of sales, number of commissions I've seen, conversion rates, EPCs. Be proactive in that because the more communication, easier you make it on the affiliates, the more likely they are to do business with you. Because again, affiliates, you have to think that affiliates are lazy. Now they're not, but you have to treat them like they're lazy. So the easier you make it for them, the more likely they are to do business with you and actually create relationships out of affiliates. If you create relationships out of them, you want to treat them like a friend, not just a dollar sign. One of the biggest mistakes we see today are affiliate managers. They see their partners, their affiliate partners, is dollar signs, is bank accounts, and only reach out to them when they need something. Well, what that does, that teaches them to ignore you. Because if I only go to Drew, for example, whenever it's once a month or whenever I need him to promote my offer, well, Drew knows that Skype comes up, that email, he knows exactly what I'm asking for. So he's more likely to not open it or pass over it, and maybe a few days pass, he forgets about it. However, if you keep that open line of communication, and Drew maybe just went to Panama for a week, I'm like, just, hey, Drew, I saw you went to Panama. How was it? Like, I really want to go. Like, any cool advice? Well, guess what? He wants to tell me about Panama. And you're now creating a story. You're creating a relationship, memories, more than just asking. And therefore, you're teaching them to reply to you, to do business with you.
I think that's very great advice for anybody who's, getting started, or not even just getting started, but been in the space and maybe felt that their, I would say, sales career has hit a bit of a snag. I think once you have that moment from I've done sales for 10 plus years now. I think once you hit that aha moment with that, where you're like, hey, nobody's talking to me because I'm just saying the same stuff. It's a very eye-opening moment where there's a lot of growth, I'd say, as a salesperson, as just a worker in general, where, you kind of learn how to treat other people equally. And that does bring you more than what maybe you're taught in a lot of the things that's like sales cycles and just getting people in, where adding that personal touch in does bring you to that next level.
Yeah. We've done things like, somebody had a baby. It's like, let's monogram a baby blanket for them and send it their way. Like, what do we want to give them for Christmas? And when I worked for the Agora companies, we had a really fabulous chocolate company that we would go to, and literally every year everyone would be on the edge of their seat waiting to get these chocolates. And so it's just like these personal touches go such a long way. There's something here called Baltimore in a box, where it's like Utz potato chips, like the Natty Bow guy, and like anything Baltimore related, Orioles, Ravens, goes in a box. We've done those as gifts before for people who have visited us. So it really goes a long way thinking about, what would this person really like to receive? And it makes them think more of you and want to do more business with you in the future.
Great advice. And that goes along.
If you don't have a budget, one of the best things, Megan, I like to suggest too, is a handwritten note. Write a note, put it in the mail. There you go. Like, people just love getting handwritten. People love getting mail
stuff. Yeah, they like getting something in the mail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Handwritten, done.
For one client Ryan had the brilliant idea, we really wanted to just get affiliates' attention. So Ryan was like, go to the ATM, take out 10 $100 bills or X amount of $100 bills, and then write handwritten notes with a $100 bill inside, and send it off to your top 10 affiliates and be like, I have this hot new offer coming out. At the time, it was about inflation, so the $100 bill was really fitting. It's like, A, who doesn't want to get mail? But two, you open it up and there's a $100 bill inside. How cool is that?
Yeah, that would definitely have me opening that up and reaching out. So that's a great idea for sure.
By the way, if anybody listening wants to do that, I'll give you my address. So,
so moving right along, you guys, you hire, and definitely one of your best ad values is hiring that new AM, that person that you're getting acclimated to the space, and not just teaching, how to run the day-to-day, but also what that means from both a personable level and also a working level. Moving right along, kind of in the next space, is the other part that I think you guys specialize in, which is, I would say, everything email marketing, everything emailing. So the first thing is, I guess, one, how do companies go about building an offer that will perform well in email? And then how do companies go about building email or affiliates that are going to perform well for them?
Yeah. I'll start with the second one on how to build email affiliates. One of the things we teach literally early on is, and this works whether you're brand new or seasoned, works really, really well if you're brand new, is at the end of every single phone call, ask for introductions. It's as simple as that. You'll be amazed how many people never, ever ask for an introduction. And all you have to do is, at the end of the call, hey, do you have 2 or 3 people you could introduce me to that we might be a fit? And we usually phrase it that way, 2 or 3, because if you just say, is there anybody you introduce me to? Sure, I know a lot of people. But when you say 2 or 3, they're actually thinking of names. And it's also more than one, because you like more than one introduction. So when you say, are there 2 or 3 people you could introduce me to? They automatically think of different names, and they're more likely to do that introduction for you. Flip side of that, give introductions. If you ever are talking to someone new, or someone you don't know, or someone you think they could do business with, be proactive. Say, hey, do you work with this person? I'd love to introduce you. Because the more you give, the more you're going to receive.
And that talks about, I guess, the reciprocal opportunities that you guys would have, because as you form that relationship with them, they're going to help you out more entirely. You'll be at top of mind, as well as you now have that communication and relationship with them. They're going to be easier for you to work with and get them to run new offers, different offers, or whatever you need them to run.
Yep, exactly. Gotcha. Another thing we like to tell people when you're building and trying to find more email affiliates is not only attend, and here's the key word, attend and participate in events, conferences, masterminds. Again, don't just go. Anybody can go to these conferences. You have to actually be an active participant. And by active participant is you're going to events, you're talking to people. You can't be shy. You literally go up to people, because at an event, guess what? They want to meet you. So even if you're shy, we actually have a video on a shy guide's, a shy person's guide to networking. And really, whether you're shy or an extrovert, you need to be an active participant in all these events and masterminds and conferences, because that's how you grow. You get your name out there. You build your authority. Another thing we like to tell people to do is host an event. An event can be as small as a private dinner with 4 people. If you are hosting an event, we always like to say at the very beginning, especially at dinners, people drink at these things, so you do it at the beginning, is you stand up. You always stand up, and you just thank people for being there. If you know them, thank them, call them out by name, kind of do a little quick introductions for everybody so everybody at the table knows everybody. If they don't know you, introduce yourself as well, and just thank them for being there. But do it while you're standing up. That's going to create a stage presence. And we all know whenever we see someone on stage, it builds their authority instantly. Even if we don't know who they are, it's like, well, they were on stage. Well, standing up when you speak builds the same thing. And awesome. Finally, when you're building or trying to find new email affiliates, and this one's really underutilized, is LinkedIn. Last time I think we checked, we searched affiliate manager in LinkedIn, we had like 45,000 people. Now, granted, not all of those are people we can work with, but there are people in there we can work with. Again, it's going to be cold outreach, but if you can't go to a conference or in between conferences, maybe you're out of the country, that's a great way to try to find and connect people. You just message them and just be very open and honest with it.
Cool. No, I think that's definitely very helpful and a nice, I think, psychological way to look at it as far as adding some of the human touch aspect to that part. For what would be some of the best practices for somebody who was going to, we've mentioned email. What would be some of the best practices somebody would have for making an offer compelling for email content? Are there any sort of like things that are the 1, 2, and 3s that you need to have in order for it to do anything that you would recommend to people?
Yeah. So this might sound dumb, but always be testing. I think people are like, oh yeah, I know I should be testing, but I actually don't really ever test. If you know you should be testing, but you haven't really started it, don't know where to start, the best book I would recommend reading is called You Should Test That. And I can throw that in the chat as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But it's called You Should Test That. And it goes all the way back to the basics. So how to create a hypothesis. Like we're back in grade school, we're back in grade school in science class, doing an if-then hypothesis, creating that process, analyzing results, how to set up a proper split test, making sure that you're creating a proper split test. I can't tell you how many times I've worked with clients who are like, oh, we're going to send out this email on Tuesday and this other email on Thursday. Like that's not a true test. So it walks you through all of those things. So I highly recommend reading that book first. So always be testing. And then within that context of always be testing, with the email content specifically, you can do a couple of things. At first, to start, I would look at I would look at email affiliates, and I would look at renting email lists as well. And the reason why you should be doing that, especially if you're just starting out trying to gather data for an offer, is you don't necessarily want to go straight to affiliates if you don't have a proven offer or you don't have necessarily like high converting stats yet. Maybe you want to spend some money renting email lists. You can kind of save those relationships for later. That way, if it doesn't work out, you're not, again, hindering those relationships. So you're kind of paying to get access to other people's email lists. And you can do this with affiliates as well, is just say, I'll prepay you, whatever it is you make on average for your email list. But highly recommend testing in different channels. So whether the list is owned by the offer owner or you're working with an email broker or another type of an affiliate, and then sending them different types of email content. So maybe some affiliate audiences respond better to long form emails. I know the BioTrust, when I worked with them, loved the long form emails. With like specific content and educational content in them. And then other affiliates might want a headline and an image that's more clickbaity and a sign off, and that's it. So when you're speaking to your affiliates, the types of questions you should be asking them are what types of content respond best to your audience? The shorter ones, the longer ones, what types of subject lines? Can you send me some examples of third-party offers that have converted well to your list? So you can really get a feel for tailoring your product to that specific list. And again, it's all about testing. And then you should have in your Rolodex a mixture of that type of content. But one of my favorite, because we want to provide examples and tactics for our audience here, but one of my favorite examples of what's really worked, and I want to credit Ryan Healy specifically for giving me this idea in his email newsletter, is he recommends reiterating the subject line in the first line of the email body copy. So what I mean by that is we have a client who's in the CBD space, and one of his subject lines right now is, seniors are ditching their pain pills for this. And it evokes curiosity, right? So you click on it, and the best way to connect the subject line with the email body copy is to reiterate the exact same thing. Dear reader, seniors are ditching their pain pills for this. And you bold it and you hyperlink it out to your landing page. And instantly your click-through rate should go through the roof because you're connecting the subject line with what they just opened to what they're clicking. And you're also then providing them on that landing page more information about, seniors are ditching their pain pills for this specifically. It's CBD gummies. Here's a little bit more about CBD and how it helps with pain relief, blah, blah, blah. Here's my CBD products. So that's one tip in particular that has worked really well for our clients. And again, thanks Ryan Healy for the idea. And then always be testing.
Awesome. That's super helpful. And then do you have specific, besides, I guess, making that offer work for email, I know you guys specifically work with, when you work with media buying affiliates, you guys focus a lot on email buying affiliates. Do you have any, I would say, best practices that you, recommend or you use specifically for those higher end media buying affiliates that would be running?
Yeah, so I can take that question as well. So when you're working with media buying affiliates, what we mean by media buying is these are affiliates who are specific to Yahoo, Facebook, Google, some of the display and native platforms that are out there. We need to treat these affiliates differently than we treat the email affiliates. If you think about the scope of the internet, the most inventory you're going to have on display native, Google, Facebook, Yahoo, all of those. However, it's also going to be the most competitive. So the best way to work with these types of affiliates is to do the following. One, they're going to be very analytics and numbers focused. So you yourself as a company have to have extremely robust and accurate tracking. Hint, work with a company like Everflow to dial in your numbers.
Great call.
Yep. And so what they're looking to do is to really maximize all of their ads. So maximize click-through rates, maximize conversion rates. So if you're a company that doesn't have all of that dialed in, maybe you're working off of pixel fires and things aren't integrated as they should be, those types of affiliates might not be your bread and butter right now, and you can work towards working with people like that. But they're looking for partners that have that great technology so that they can scale very, very quickly. And as a partner, you're going to want to pay out these affiliates much faster than you would an email affiliate. Not saying an email affiliate you shouldn't pay out as fast. It's just that with these types of affiliates, they're putting so much volume out there into the universe that they're going to be wanting to be paid every 2 or 3 days. But on the flip side, what the benefit is of you paying them out faster is they will take those commissions and channel and pump it back into promoting your offer even more. So more volume for you, more sales for you, more commissions for them, and the cycle continues.
Awesome. Yeah, that makes pretty clear sense. Is there like a standard time frame that usually you see media buyers need to see success before they would like dump the offer, or before they would reach out and ask for like a pay increase or something like that?
Yeah, I think like how I would go about testing like holistically is if you have a brand spanking new offer, test it to your internal email list first and have specific benchmarks for how you want that offer to perform before you start testing it externally in email, display and native, social, whatever the channel might be. And then have benchmarks for when you start promoting that offer externally as well. So you probably are going to see like a 20 to 30% decrease if the offer is doing well internally to going out to that cold traffic audience. So keep that in mind, but having those baseline metrics is super important, because if you don't, you're like, oh, this did so-so, I'm going to just give it a shot externally. Well, if you know you're below those numbers, you're going to lose money if the offer is going to perform 20 to 30% less in cold traffic. And then I like to test, let's say an offer is doing well internally, it hits all of your benchmarks, and then you go to test it externally. I would really focus on clicks. So not necessarily sales, conversion rates, really get to 8 to 10,000, 14,000 clicks before you make a decision. Obviously, if you're hitting your numbers before that 10,000 click mark, keep scaling, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. But Ryan said before, don't necessarily stop what you're doing if it's not working. Remember, you're paying to gather that data to then dig into that context and figure out the why. Why isn't it working? Is it a specific type of email? Is it a specific partner? Is it a specific channel? So I recommend typically to focus on clicks in that scenario when you're first starting out.
Awesome. No, super clear and helpful, I think, to anybody who has worked with email before. It makes sense. You got to try a certain amount to see if it works at all. As the shameless plug, Everflow basically tracks everything on the click level, so you can get all of that data broken down between like ROAS, conversion rate, everything, as well as we have the ability to split test things. So anybody getting started as far as split testing and trying things out, definitely in good hands with us. As far as to keep scaling the media buyers and the emailers that you have, what would be some advice that you guys would give for anybody that's hitting a certain plateau with their affiliates to take them to the next level? I know you mentioned being able to pay out faster. There's obviously being able to give deeper margins. The answer there doesn't need to be another one, but do you guys have any other tips or tricks you give to people in order to take them and scale them past those things?
Yeah. So one of the things we teach is what we call the 1 + 1 = 11 strategy. And whenever you're with an affiliate, I would say 90 to 95% of affiliate managers that we don't personally mentor and train, their entire job's chasing the next month's JV send or the next promotion. So they'll go to affiliate, and 90, 95% of their job is getting that affiliate to promote in January, again in February, March, and it recycles over and over again. And they just hope to get one more affiliate on here this month, 2 more affiliates on this month, and keep it going. That's a hard way to do work. So the 1 + 1 = 11 strategy is really how to not only scale your affiliate program, but really automate it as much as possible. So money's coming to you instead of you chasing the money. And how we do that is, for example, on the JV sends, if you have a partner you've done business with and you know you're going to be reaching out to them every single month to promote, guess what? Here's a little trick. I know this is going to be shocking, but when you get them on the phone to schedule, say, what's the November to December, schedule out the next 3 months with them. Do it. Why? Because now you know you're going to get them on the phone anyway, but what you've done now is schedule the next 3 months with them. Almost everybody's going to say okay with it. And
then this is after you've already shown some success with that affiliate.
100%.
Correct? Okay.
Yep. This is all after success, after at least 1, if not 2 good email sends. And they've made money. Definitely get on the phone. Like I said, do 3 months at a time. That's going to, give you more time as an affiliate manager to meet more people, do more things. You already have that in the book, and they want it on the book too. Number 2 is take your offer and see where else you can deepen that relationship. And part of the best things is in a sales funnel. Look at their sales funnel. If you know you're doing well with someone, their audience resonates with your offer, ask about their sales funnel. Ask them to send you links. Or if not, go ahead and buy something, go through the sales process and see what their sales process is. They may only have 1 or 2 upsells. Guess what? Maybe you can put your product as their 3rd upsell. That's a great way to do that. Add your product to their upsell. Number 2, now that one has an asterisk on it, because in order to do that, you are going to have to be on the same platform or get creative on that. So you're not having 2 credit card transactions. But if you want an even easier way, the thank you page. It is mind-boggling how nobody actually, I shouldn't say nobody, not everybody is monetizing their thank you page. A lot of people are. The thank you page is such a valuable spot because it's one of the only spots you have that you guaranteed you have a buyer that is on that page. They've already pulled out the credit card. They've gone through the sales funnel. They've already purchased on that page. Number 2, you know exactly what they bought and what they didn't buy in that sales funnel. You have so much information for them. So knowing that, you can put your product in someone else's thank you page. Very simple. And you don't have to even be different platform, different credit card transaction. It's fine because it's on the thank you page. Another thing we teach is get in the autoresponder series. If you can get in someone's autoresponder series, guess what? Autoresponder series, sales funnel, thank you page. If someone spends, say, $100,000 or $250,000 a month on Facebook ads, and they're buying those products, guess what? You benefit from their ad spend because every one of their buyers sees your offer. And now you're putting your revenue on automatic. And to do that, again, some of the tricks we do is you raise the CPA or the payout you can pay them for adding them to your autoresponder or sales page or anything like that. You can pay out faster, you can pay out more because it's guaranteed traffic coming in.
You can plan further ahead with that kind of traffic because it's set there. You know if it's going to be taken off being set there. There's a lot more controllable factors, which I think in the affiliate space, that's what makes it the affiliate space is there's less prediction and more performance.
Yep. And it's a good way to really diversify your affiliate revenue and automate it and leveraging other people's ad budgets.
Yeah, no, definitely see the value there. A lot of great pointers I didn't even think of. So I think super helpful. Finally, where do you both see the affiliate industry or affiliate marketing industry going? And how are you guys pivoting and how are you guys pivoting to accompany that change?
Yeah, sure. So some of the things that I've noticed is I think like 2022 has been the year of the influencer in a way. And so I think we're starting to see a lot of more affiliate marketing in the influencer space, but not even just the influencer space, the micro influencer space. So not concentrating on somebody's follower count, but their engagement with the followers that they do have. Personal recommendations are the best form of advertising. And so I think we're going to see more brands work with fewer and smaller influencers rather than those big ones, because again, followers doesn't mean that much anymore. Really focusing on engagement with those specific people within their niche audience, specific influencers within their niche audience. So I think we'll see more of that going into 2023. And then another thing that I've noticed as well is the rise of utilizing AI, which has been pretty cool. I mean, it's quite the controversial topic, I know, just because AI is obviously only as good as the data that's inputted into it. We're seeing like a lot of really cool software programs out there that are helping with content writing, and how that's kind of carrying over into the affiliate space is I think specifically with media buying, we're going to see a lot more rule-based advertising. and automated decision making, which is going to allow media buyers to stop worrying about the minute details of planning specific campaigns and allows them to think more strategically about campaigns as a whole. So I think we're going to see more of AI taking a bigger chunk of that in the media buying space. I've been listening to Perry Belcher recently talk more about how he actually thinks the media buyer might be extinct in the next few years, just with a lot of these ad buying platforms going more automated. So whether or not that's true, I guess time will tell. And then the third thing I've been seeing is a lot of, increase in data and data privacy laws. And so I think we could foresee a lot of tighter anti-spam regulations on the email side, and capturing user data is going to get ever more difficult, as we've already experienced with the iOS update. So I think these regulations are going to force brands to really implement tactics that should be best practices anyway in the email marketing space. So for example, building that true relationship with your audience, just like you're doing with your affiliates, is really, again, a best practice that you should be doing anyway. But those are the types of people that are really going to come out ahead in all of this.
Yeah. And to piggyback on that too is how, and I'll get in how we are pivoting, Meghan and I and Affiliate Moguls are pivoting, because we definitely are, is an uncertain economy in our future. The economy is not looking so rosy at the moment, as at the time of this recording, and it's probably not going to look rosy for the next 18 to 24 months, even longer. And when that happens, especially if we look at the last recession, the Great Recession, what happened is in our industry, there's a rise in new products. Why? Because people are looking for that side hustle, that extra income. So there's going to be a flood of new products and new marketing channels. Because again, not only do we have to, as business owners and other people looking for that side hustle, have to get more creative. Well, so does Facebook, so does Google, so do new social platforms, everything. So there's going to be a rise in new products and a lot of new marketing channels and new marketing opportunities. And with that, there's going to be a greater severe of affiliate managers. There's already a lack of affiliate managers, because if you're an affiliate manager and a good one, you're not an affiliate manager for long. You either become your own agency, you become a copywriter, you become your own offer owner. If you're a really good affiliate manager, we've actually seen a lot of affiliate managers are only affiliate managers between 4 to 6 years, which is a great career. But after a while, they're like, wait, I know everything and I know how much money I'm making the business owner. Why don't I do that? Or they want to be at their own agency, like I said. And that's what, going into pivoting, Meg and I see the writing on the wall where there's going to be a lack of affiliate managers. And guess what? We train affiliate managers. So the problem with our business model right now is it's very labor intensive for us. We train people one-on-one. So we actually had to pivot. And we recently just released a course on both email media buying and affiliate management, where we can actually scale and really leverage our time, our expertise on a self-serve course, so we can actually reach more people, train more people, and place more people. So that's how we've been pivoting and what we see in the future.
Well, definitely looking forward to see more of your guys' course as it evolves. Obviously work with you guys. I worked with you guys on a few clients. Where are people able to reach out to either of you if they want to learn more?
Yeah, the best part is affiliatemoguls.com. Or if you'd like to email us, you can go to hello@affiliatemoguls.com. You can reach Meghan and I anytime. And we also did, as a bonus, I don't know where I'm totally putting Drew on the spot, but we can probably do this and edit. But we actually created a 5 pillars PDF document. That's awesome. It's free. We don't sell anything on it. It's literally just informative. So if you're watching this, we'll find a way to get it to you, or you can email us and we'll get it to you. But it's just a PDF, just so you know the pillars. There's 5. It's very basic PDF, just to help out. And again, we love Everflow. We try to recommend you guys to everybody, because you guys truly have a good platform, and that's so crucial to creating a profitable, scalable affiliate program, is having that bedrock of a platform. So thank you for your time and inviting us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, we obviously appreciate all the high praise. We try to have that platform to give the praise back. You guys do a ton in the space that I think is a very untapped market for what's funny enough, even the much larger companies. I don't think a lot of the larger companies understand the process of getting an affiliate manager, let alone starting somebody from green to 100. And then don't even get me started on, I think, the lack of email knowledge that's out there, especially for like the Fortune 500 and type companies. We all from the affiliate space look at email from a very specific light. And I think with what you guys are doing, there's a lot to reap from there, whether you are just starting out your own kind of affiliate brand to set up, or if you were a larger company that just wanted people with experience training your next person so that you're not getting banged over the head with what you have to pay them, but you're paying enough for somebody that's good and will at least last for the 4 to 6 years before they decide to move somewhere else. So as always, it's a pleasure talking with you both. For everyone else listening, we'll add their 5 pillars probably to the post when we do that for the fireside chat. I'm Drew. You can reach me at drew@everflow.io. You know where to reach them. And yeah, it was great speaking with you both, and talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Talk to you. Bye.
Bye.